Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cam Wickline, and I am pleased to welcome you to tonight's Plum Basketball's first broadcast of the year. I am joined here tonight by Jake Bell, Matt Diss, Tommy Marzina, Justina Rashini, and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rick Barat. Tonight's matchup is an in-section contest between your 3-5 Plum Mustangs and the 2-4 Indiana Little Indians. Both teams here are winless in section, and a victory here tonight could do a lot for either team's playoff hopes. Now over to Jake Bell with tonight's star player spotlight.
Tonight's player spotlight is Cam Moss, a 6'4" forward for the Mustangs. Cam is averaging a team-leading 12.5 points per game with a high of 27 points against Brashear. Cam is a big-bodied athlete who will look to use his size in the paint and around the rim. When the situation is right, though, he can pull up from 15 to 20 feet and sink a jumper. If the Mustangs are going to win tonight, expect it to be on the back of Cam.
This Mustangs team is coached by Mark Marino. These boys started out hot at the beginning of the year, winning the Plum Tip-Off tournament. Since then, they have struggled a bit. The recipe to turn it around is there tonight, though, being at home facing a struggling Indiana team. I'm expecting a good game tonight. Justina, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game tonight, Cam. I think both teams are hungry to get a win.
For tonight's game, we have the Mustangs in the white jerseys and the Indiana Little Indians in the red jerseys. The starting lineups for your Plum Mustangs are going to be Adam Kotvis, Cam Moss, Austin Harita, Nick Killinger, and Sean Franzi. And then the starting lineups for the Indiana Little Indians are going to be Stanford Webb, Trevor Todd, Noah Hutton, Hunter Martin, and Ethan Coots. Now into game action, we have Nick Killinger at the free throw line.
You guys saw that earlier. That was a nice steal by Nick Killinger. He was able to read the play perfectly and was able to intercept the pass.
Indiana with the inbound pass, looking to take the ball up court now.
Plum looks to be playing full court press right now.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like they're trying to keep Indiana on their toes here early. And that's going to be a charge, I believe, on Indiana.
Looks like we're going to get an early timeout here. Indiana.
My bad, it will not be a charge. Instead, it's a timeout.
A lot of early aggressiveness from this Mustangs team so far to start out. You know, obviously this Mustangs team hasn't performed to the level they expected to so far this year, but it's still very early in the season, and playoff hopes are still by no means done with. So a win tonight could definitely do a big part in putting them into the playoffs.
And, you know, this could be the game that turns their season around, really. You know, if they get a big win here, they're going to have so much momentum going forward.
Noah Hutton to inbound the ball for Indiana. Deep pass now for Trevor Todd. And he's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
You know, that's not a bad foul by Franzi there. If they were one-on-one, it looked like he was going to get the easy layup. All Franzi could do was hope that he could get him any way to miss there, and that's probably the best-case scenario.
Now at the line, Trevor Todd, just a sophomore, 5'11". The first one he's going to sink.
Definitely a score you don't see early on, 1-1.
Yeah, not something you see a whole lot, but a free throw for each side. And he's going to miss that one. A.J. Harita comes down with the rebound. Adam Kotvis now looking to set up the offense. Over to Harita. Back to Kotvis. Now over to Franzi. Back to Kotvis, and he's going to look to drive in the lane. A little bit of contact. Going to be a jump ball.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but as soon as Indiana sees who has the ball, they go to a quick double team. So, you know, they try to keep that pressure, like, going really quickly.
I'm wondering if we're going to see this a lot from Indiana as they go for another long court pass right off the inbound, something you don't see a lot. A.J. for 3. He's going to miss. Now Indiana's going to take the ball up. Todd looking to set up the offense over to Martin. Back to Todd. He's going to give it over to Hutton. He's going to give it back to Todd. Back to Hutton now. Back to Todd, just looking for something to do on the offensive side of the ball. Over to Webb, who fumbles it a little bit. And I think Franzie's going to come away with the steal and out of bounds, I believe. No, they're going to give that back to Indiana.
Even though Plum couldn't get that, that's another aggressive play, almost getting the ball back again.
Indiana has not had much going on offense yet. Webb looking to change that as he passes it off to Martin. Now back to Webb. Now over to Hinton. Martin up for the lay. And it's going to roll around and out off of Indiana.
Looks like Indiana's still going to be playing full court press here early on in the game.
Harita with the inbound pass to Kotvis, who gives it up to Franzi, and now Harita is going to take it up the court. Back out to Franzi. Kotvis driving in the lane. They're going to call a travel. Harita was looking to spot up there off that pass from Franzi.
Yeah, that was a very subtle travel. Didn't look too obvious there, so either a great call by the refs or I'm not sure what I missed there.
Indiana not going with the long pass this time. As now Hutton's going to take it up the court, looking for someone to pass to, it looks like. Harita playing tough defense as he gives it up to Webb. Screen, Webb into the lane, and he's going to lay it in.
And Cam played great defense there. Didn't draw the foul. You know, he got his hands on the basketball, but he was still able to get the shot in.
Franzi and Kotvis working together to get this ball up. Into Killinger in the lane, and he's going to lay it in.
That was a nice move by Killinger. He used all his size, was able to get that reverse layup.
You know, Killinger's a big guy in the paint, just like Moss. They're a bit of a two-headed monster down there, and that's exactly what can happen when they work like that. Mustangs ball at the baseline. There's going to be a sub, and Sean Franzi is going to come off, and in is going to trot Seth Favero. Now Harita looking to inbound the ball. He's going to pass it back to the three-point line for Kotvis. Surveying the scene, gives it up to Harita for three. Going to be just a bit off. Indiana's going to come back with the ball, looking to get into the lane, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, never mind. They call a travel.
Yeah, he got travel. There was a travel there right before the foul took place by Adam Kotvis.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't call that foul. I definitely saw some contact, but it was good for Plum. They were able to allow that turnover there.
Kotvis over to Harita, who's shot the three ball a couple of times tonight. Over to Favero. Favero over to Moss. Moss to Harita. Now Kotvis is going to drive into the lane. Back to an open Harita. Going to toe along the baseline. Kick it back out. Over to Favero. A lot of passing here for the Mustangs early in this game. Favero for three. And it's going to back rim and out.
Yeah, it looked like there they wanted to get the perfect shot out, and I thought they got a good one, but they weren't able to come through.
Webb for three, misses it, gets his own rebound, and is fouled driving to the basket.
Looks like that might be the second on Cam Moss tonight.
As we stated earlier in this game, he's a big part of this Mustangs team, so we don't want him getting into foul trouble too early.
That might be part of Indiana's game plan too, Cam, to get Cam Moss into foul trouble so the Mustangs' best players are on the court.
Webb with his first free throw. It's going to hit the front rim and bounce back. No good. In checks number 3, Evan Brocious, a 5'8" sophomore. And Webb hits the second free throw to make it a 4-3 Indiana lead early in this game. Now Kotvis going to take it up the court. Look to set up the offense. Fake pass, now over to Harita. Down to Moss in the paint where he can do his best work. Back out to Harita for three. Killinger with the putback.
And we got about 3:10 left in the first quarter here.
Now Brocious is taking it up the court, trying to do the work. Now Webb with the ball. Going to kick it out to Brocious, driving into the lane. Tough shot. He's not going to get it to fall as Harita's coming up the court. He has the numbers. He's going to drive into the lane, pass it off to Moss. And a really nice play there by A.J. Harita with Cam Moss finishing it off.
And that looked like the first easy look that the Mustangs had all night. You know, the shots that they were making were not easy shots, so it was good for them to find that open look there.
You know, something you really like to see is A.J. noticing that the Mustangs had the numbers on that transition. They had 3 guys going up with Indiana only having 2. He knew to take advantage, get to the basket, and if Indiana crashed on him, he'd be able to find an open player like Cam Moss. And if they didn't crash, he would have had an easy layup. So that's just a really nice play there by A.J. recognizing that he had the opportunity to do that.
It looks like they're taking Moss out after, I believe, his 3rd foul, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got him into foul trouble early.
In checks Sean Franzi. Now Brocious with the ball. Coming at past half court, kicks it into the paint. That's number 35, Ethan Coots. But I believe he traveled, so it's going to be Mustangs ball with Kotvis taking it up the court. Kotvis. Over to Franzi for 3 and miss. Brocious is going to take it back up. Webb in the corner. Going to look to drive along the baseline. He's going to kick it out. Franzi dives out of bounds trying to keep that ball in. But it's going to be Indiana's ball.
Yeah, good effort there by Franzi trying to get the loose ball.
Martin Hunter with the inbound. Or Hunter Martin, my apologies. Nice play there. Mustangs get the steal. And a little bit of a missed opportunity for the Mustangs, as again, they had the numbers in transition.
Yeah, my bad, just
it's okay.
I truly think he was targeting Favero there, but I think Favero thought he was targeting someone else. It was all just a little bit of miscommunication.
Indiana looking to come quick. Now they're going to set their offense up. Brocious looking to go. Now over to Martin, back over to Brocious. Brocious looking to give it to Webb, but that's covered. Now back over to Martin, top of the key. He's going to pass it off to Nygren. Back over to Brocious. Now Martin again. Indiana having a tough time finding open shots.
Didn't look like Franzi agreed with that there, but
yeah, it looks like there was a foul call on Franzi there.
Looks like the Mustangs' Brendan Getlak is going to check in here for Sean Franzi. Getlak, a 5'10 sophomore. Martin out to Webb. Webb for 3. That is going to hit off the top of the backboard. Now Kotvis going to take it up, pass it over for Vero, looking for a pass. Not there. Kotvis down into the lane, looking for a floater, and he hits it.
That was a beautiful play there by Adam Kotvis, driving right into the lane for the easy lay-in.
yeah, he truly uses his playmaking ability all over the court.
Martin taking it up the court now for Indiana, looking to get a shot in the lane. Now here comes Webb, who seemed to be one of Indiana's better playmakers so far tonight. Martin into the paint, kicks it out. Nothing doing there. Now Nygren back to Martin. Over to Brocious now. There's going to be a foul called on the Mustangs, I believe.
I believe that was Steve Ivanchek on the foul.
And Getlak's going to come with a steal for the Mustangs. Now Kotvis is going to take it up the court, looking to go fast in transition. Goes to hit a floater, and just to the left as he tried to get it before the buzzer.
Yeah, I would have thought he wanted to drive it into the lane there with 3 seconds to go. He decided to try and take a shot there, knowing the shot clock's about to expire.
Yeah, I believe he didn't have much time there. I was wondering why he did pull up, but then I saw once the Indiana team got that rebound, he immediately chucked it down the court. That was his best option. He did not have much time there.
Yeah, it seems so far that Indiana and Plum have been playing a lot of full press early, even though they haven't been doing it the whole quarter. They've been doing it a lot in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, you could tell both teams definitely have been playing a lot of aggressive defense. That's causing this to be a really low-scoring game in the first quarter, only 7-4. There's been a lot of takeaways, a lot of steals, and that has been leading to too many buckets. Usually a lot of fouls have been going on this game. That's why the score is 7-4. We've been seeing a lot of free throws happening.
Yeah, most of this game has been free throws so far.
In roughly 10 seconds, we're going to be back on the court here as the Mustangs against Indiana start the second quarter.
Mustangs do have the lead, though, 7-4 going into the second quarter of play. Looks like the Mustangs are leaving Getlak on the floor for the start of the second quarter, keeping Cam Moss on the bench.
Now going into the second quarter, Jake Bell's going to take you guys through for play-by-play all the way to halftime.
Right, now they're going to give the ball to Koffis, see what he can do here. Give to Vivero. Give to Vanchek. Surveying the court here. Another give to Koffis. It's going to be quickly double-teamed again. They're going to give it to Vanchek. Strong give to Getlag. Back to Vanchek. Tip ball there. They're going to give it to Vivero, who's going to shoot from deep. Just misses there as Indiana gets the rebound. That's Trevor Todd with the rebound. Todd trying to find someone open. Give to Kuntz. Give to Webb. That's going to be a strong pass, and it's going to be missed. Looks like it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, foul there on Herrera.
It looks like Ethan Kuntz will take his free throw shots here.
You know, AJ's playing aggressive defense there. Not a bad foul by any means. You don't really want to give up the easy layup, especially whenever you're not in any kind of foul trouble like AJ. I believe that's his first one of the game.
The first shot from Kuntz is good. Brings the score to 7-5. Mustangs lead.
Nick Killinger's going to check in for Getlak.
And that definitely brings in a size difference there, as Killinger, obviously the taller man, coming in.
How tall is Killinger? Killinger's listed at 6'6", with Getlak only listing at 5'10", so there's an 8-inch difference there.
The second shot is good. So now Koffis is going to be back there. Surveying the court again. Give to Favero. Trying to look for someone open. He's going to give it to Koffis again. Koffis going to drive, and the layup is up. But he's going to get fouled, so we're going to see another Mustang on the line here.
Yeah, that was a good play by their Adam Koffis. If you can't beat him on the outside, take it right to the hole and try and get it in.
A lot of Mustangs taking free throws so far this game.
First shot gets a lucky bounce for Koffis.
Yeah, that's one of the luckier bounces you're going to get there, Jake, with that shot.
Second shot is also good, so I believe that's the first 2 free throw shots made this whole game. It's going to be stolen by the Mustangs, but Indiana's going to get the ball back. Another full court press by the Mustangs to give to Webb. He's going to drive for a layup that's just going to miss there.
You know, I don't know if the referee just completely missed that or what, but that ball bounced out of bounds, and not out of bounds by a little bit. That ball was probably a foot out of bounds, and the student section over there to the right, they definitely let the referee know that he missed one there.
Yeah, it seemed like the Indiana player was way out of bounds there on that one.
Yeah, that wasn't – I mean, obviously it's a lot easier to referee from up here than when you're down on the court, but
the shot from Harita is good.
Yeah, but that bounce wasn't particularly close.
First three of the game, I believe, Jake.
And Webb's going to give it to Todd, who's trying to drive here. The give back to Webb. He's going to take the shot. It's just going to miss there, but Indiana's going to get the rebound. Give to Hutton, going to give it back to Todd. Give to Martin. He's going to give it to Webb here. And that's going to be almost a steal by Favero, but he's going to try to get it back. It looks like it's going to be Indiana's possession still.
No, they're going to call a push there on Indiana. It's going to be Mustang's ball.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, as Korea's going to inbound the ball here.
Something to note, Indiana is not going with that full court press anymore, but it does look like they're trying to clog the lane a little bit. Still playing man, but anytime someone gets into the paint, it almost seems as if the entire defense crashes in.
They're going to give it to Killinger, who's going to go for the layup, and on tough defense, he makes the shot.
It looked like they left Killinger a little open there in that play.
Nick's looking at number 35, Ethan Coots there, telling him, you're a little man. Let him know he couldn't guard him in the paint. 14-6 ball game now as the Mustangs have doubled the Little Indians score.
And Hutton's going to inbound the ball here. Give to Coots. He's going to look for Hutton again. He's going to give it to Todd, who it slips out of his hands. That's going to be Mustangs basketball here.
That's a mistake there that Indiana cannot make in a game like this. Down 8 points in the second quarter.
You know, when other team decides to make a mistake like that, that's when you really have to step on their throats if you're the Mustangs. You got to make them pay for making a mistake like that. Come down, make a big splash play, and just keep expanding this lead.
And they're going to give it to Harita here, trying to make a play. He's going for the layup. It looks like he got fouled. So he's going to go on the line here.
Yeah, it seemed like he was close to traveling there too, Jake, before he got fouled.
I was just going to say, AJ might be lucky that he did get a foul call there because he was really starting to walk with it. Nonetheless, Harita at the free throw line.
First shot misses just short. And they're going to put in Getlag for a band check here.
Another note, Cam Moss still on the bench with 3 fouls early in this game.
He's not usually a player that gets into foul trouble like that. Usually a very smart player.
Second one's going to be good, though. It's going to be 15-6 Mustangs here early. Now Todd's going to take it up the court here. Looking to try to get some open space to give to Martin. He's going to give it to Brocious. Trying to find anything going here. Koff is playing tight defense. Give back to Brocious. Give to Todd. Trying to run the offense here. Sees the pick. Hutton trying to drive here. And that's going to be in. It's going to be an and one.
That is the second foul on Harita there.
You know, despite him having 2 fouls tonight, I've been really impressed with Harita's defense. It's been nothing short of suffocating for any Little Indian that's tried to get into the paint against him.
And the M1 shot is good, so it's going to be 15-9. Koffis trying to find someone open here. Give to Favero, back to Koffis, and they're going to look for Harita. Indiana's going to come up with a steal.
Looks like Austin didn't see the pass there.
They have Todd wide open there, but he's going to miss the shot. Great defense by the Mustangs.
I think Killinger might have gotten a hand on that.
Yeah, I agree. As Getlag with the shot, just going to miss here. They're going to give it to Hutton, who's going to try to drive down the court. Hutton trying to find someone open.
Was that a little between the legs there action from Hutton?
I think it may have been. Martin's going to try to drive here. The gift to Todd, who's open for the 3, and that's just going to miss.
I mean, you really won't get more wide open than that. Going to be a push on the Indians.
Yeah, I could not tell what the foul was there. But it looks like Coach Marino doesn't like that call there.
I'll tell you this, Coach Lazanik for the Indians is not very happy at the moment. He's yelling at his team that they're not boxing out, and I'm going to have to agree with him. The Mustangs have gotten a lot of rebounds tonight.
Yeah, I agree. That rebound from Killinger, I don't know if it's just me, but that looked absurd. He towered the guy he out-rebounded and was able to come up with the basketball.
Yeah, that might be a height difference there, Jake, as Killinger is 6'6".
I mean, I don't even know if it's a height difference there. He got that rebound after it had bounced twice. He got it all the way over in the corner. That's just him out-hustling the Indians players, which as a coach, if you're Coach Lazanik, that's just absolutely unacceptable from your players. But as Mustang fans, we'll take it.
Schneider-Lochner checks into the game for the first time. He gives it to Kotvis. Give to Schneider-Lochner. Give to Favero. He's going to look for someone open here. They're going to give it to Killinger. Kotvis going to give it to Schneider-Lochner. Nice move there. Kotvis trying to get something going. It looks like it's a foul. Indiana wants jump ball.
I can see where Indiana's coming from there. I thought that was going to be a jump ball, but we're going to call the foul there.
Send Adam Kotvis back to the line for 2.
Getlak's going to check out. And in is going to come Steven Ivanchik.
First shot is up, and it's missed. Looks like it's going to be on the Mustangs there.
I think that might have been on Killinger with a push on the rebound. And the both teams now are in the bonus, so any foul is going to result in a 1-and-1.
Good observation there, Cam.
So Indiana's going to walk down the court, go for another foul shot.
And Darian Slaughter is going to check into the game also for the first time as Ethan Coots sets up for the 1-and-1 free throw.
Slaughter's a big guy. I think he's in there just to go get some rebounds at the moment.
The shot is up and good. So he's going to take another shot here. It's going to be 15-10 Mustangs. We have about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Second shot by Coots misses. Looks like Slaughter's going to get the rebound, and he stays in bounds. They're going to give it to Kotvis. That's going to be out on Indiana. Evan Brochus with the almost steal there.
That was a nice play there by Brocher to disrupt the pass there. It looked like they were looking for Slaughter there on that pass.
Slaughter quickly is going to come out as Killinger enters the game.
I believe Coach Marino is telling him, hey, you were in there for exactly what we put you in there for, get a rebound off of a free throw. And he started a transition.
We're going to get to Favero, who's open. Quickly shut down by Indiana's defense here. Ivanchuk surveying the court. Give to Kotvis. Kotvis looking for something. He's going to give it to Favero. Give it to Kotvis. Driving, he's going to give it to Ivanchuk. Takes the shot, it's going to miss. He's looking for the foul. Broch is going to take it down the court here. Give to Todd. Todd's going to look for the pass, but miscommunication by Indiana. That's going to be Mustangs' possession.
Yeah, another mistake there by Indiana. Looks like, let's see if the Mustangs can capitalize on that.
Turnovers have just been an absolute thorn in Indiana's side so far in this game. Without probably even half the turnovers, I bet you we could be looking at a tie ball game or even an Indiana lead. Indiana really shooting themselves in the foot so far.
Give to Ivanchuk. Again, they're quickly double team as Ivanchuk takes the shot. Not going to go in, but Killinger with the putback. And that's going to make it a 17-10 lead for the Mustangs.
I mean, there really is something great about having a 6'6" guy down in the paint, isn't there? Anything that doesn't go in, seems like he's just down there to scoop it up and throw it right back up like that.
Todd's going to look for something here. almost a travel, and it will be a travel. Nice job by Favero to force that turnover there.
Yeah, that was a great defense by Favero, though, making sure he felt uncomfortable and moved his feet a little.
You know, I think Indiana believed he was able to keep his pivot foot on the ground, but referee obviously disagreeing.
And Vanchek is going to take the ball here. The give to Stolnaker, I believe, who entered the game. Stolnaker looking for something to give to Favero. Back to Favero. He's going to take the shot. And that's not something you see too often. The basketball got stuck on the rim there.
That is what the professionals in the industry call a wedgie.
Playing basketball prior in my years, I've done that many a times. Shoot the ball and it just gets stuck up there.
We appreciate your honesty, Justin. And it looks like Brochus is going to take the basketball up here. The give to Coots.
No, I believe there's I forget what show, but there's a TV show that has a segment for every time that happens. They just love whenever there's a wedgie. It's like the highlight of their day.
It looks like he's going to be fouled there, so that's going to be Martin taking the free throws here.
Yeah, it looked like Stoneacre with the reach in there for the foul, his first foul of the game.
First shot by Martin is good. Looks like Koffes is going to enter for Schneider-Lochner. Next shot by Martin is also good. So that's going to extend the lead to 17, or not extend the lead, but lower the deficit to 17 and 12.
And with 30 seconds left in the half, Mustangs with the ball.
Stolnaker to Vanchek.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Mustangs go for a last shot of the half approach here. Especially with there being no shot clock, there's no reason to rush something unless they get wide open.
And it looks like that open shot comes there as Killinger makes the layup.
Killinger's been doing that all night tonight with those shots in the paint.
Looks like Brochus is getting something left. 5 seconds left here. Give to Brochus. He's just going to try to take that shot almost. That's going to end the half, so Mustangs lead 19 to 12. Conference game, this is very important. It's good to take the lead in the first half. So what do you guys think so far of the game? How do you guys think the Mustangs have been playing?
You know, I've talked to our athletic director, Josh Shoup, before, and he says he thinks Nick Killinger can be a very special player if he learns how to use his body and use his size to his advantage down in the paint. And so far tonight, I think that he's done a very good job of that. I mean, he just showed it there on the last point scored by the Mustangs. He was able to just use the fact that he's bigger than everyone else on the court to score some points. So if Nick can keep doing that, I think it can be a very good thing for the Mustangs and for Nick himself. It can really just help him score and be a dominant presence on the court.
Yeah, I've been impressed tonight by Adam Kotvas playing defense. He's been playing really well. And the whole Mustangs overall, they've just been playing really good defense tonight, holding Indiana only 12 points in the first half.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Killinger is definitely a huge factor in this game, and all around, I believe the Mustangs have been playing great defense. That's why they only gave up 12, These games aren't really that low scoring where you only give up 12 in the first half. So you got to give a lot of credit to the Mustangs and the turnovers they've caused, causing Indiana to be off balance, caused a little bit of traveling there. And, I think the Mustangs have been playing a great game, but do you guys have any other final thoughts before we end the half?
Let's hope the Mustangs can keep it up in the second half. That's all I got to say.
I agree. And we'll see you guys in the second half here. Welcome back, Mustang Nation, as there's around 10 seconds left until we begin the second half. And now we got Cam Wickline back on play-by-play duties for the third quarter.
Mustangs look to be trotting out their starting five to begin this second half. And I believe Indiana is going to do the same. So Indiana looking for a restart here. Mustangs looking to continue their momentum from the first half.
Yeah, it looks like Cam Moss back in the game too for the Mustangs. Good sign to see.
We know he ran into a little bit of foul trouble earlier. Mustangs get the ball to start the half. Cam Moss can get some going in the paint. Now he passes it off to Harita. Over to Franzi at the top of the key. Back to Harita. Looking for a shot. Gives it up to Killinger in the paint. Killinger drains the shot. He's just been an absolute force tonight. Has more than half the Mustangs' points.
That was a great fadeaway by Killinger, who was going across his body to make that great shot.
Yeah, that's definitely some emphasis. I'm sure Marino wanted just to give the ball to Killinger, make him make a play there.
Indiana driving to the paint, looks to pass it off. Nice play to keep it in, but Cam Moss gets the steal. They're going to take down the court, and it's going to get knocked out. Mustangs ball still.
Yeah.
Franzi to inbound the ball to Kotvis. Sorry about that, Jake.
There you go. I was just going to say again, the Mustangs reading that play perfectly as they're able to get the steal.
Killinger's pass deflected. Now it's going to be Indiana's ball as they get the steal. Trevor Todd going to carry it up. Tried to pass it off to Webb there. It looks like Adam Kotvis might be down with an injury at the moment.
Yeah.
Slow to get up a little bit.
Yeah, struggling to get up there. Looks like he was knocked down by one of the Indiana players.
Honestly surprised Coach Marino didn't take him out there. Just give him a little bit of a breather.
That just shows how important he is to this team. You know, keep him on the court as much as you can.
Indiana back to work. And that pass goes out of bounds. The turnover bug that plagued them in the first half is looking like it's going to do the same thing here in the second half. Kotvis now carrying it up for the Mustangs. Harita with a pump fake. Over to Franzi now at the top of the key. Back over to Harita. Back over to Franzi for three. Off the back rim, but Kotvis comes down with the rebound, looking to spin out. Gives it to Killinger along the baseline. Up to Moss, trying to fight through to get a shot up, and he's going to be fouled.
He had 4 Indiana players on him right there, Cam. He was getting hounded with the ball.
Because of that, he still tries to go up, gets a foul. Very smart play there by Cam, knowing that with 4 guys around him, one of them's bound to put a hand on him. Cam looking to get going after getting in a little bit of foul trouble early in the game as he sinks his first free throw. Cam's second shot up. It's going to be just off the back rim and out. Indiana's Todd now looks to take it up the court. Passes it off to Hutton.
I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like Indiana only uses about 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of guys here tonight. I know they don't have the biggest roster in the world. Kotvis taking it up in transition. He's up to Harita, who's wide open in the corner for 3, and he sinks it.
That is his second 3 of the night for A.J. Harita there.
I believe he has all the Mustangs threes, if I'm not mistaken.
The Mustangs aren't a team that attempt a whole bunch of threes, so it's very possible. Indiana's Martin looking to get into the paint, and he's going to hit a layup to make the score 25-14 as Indiana tries to cut into the Mustangs' lead.
Great play there by the Indiana player, getting right on Cam Moss there in the paint.
Franzi over Harita, over to Kotvis now. And Moss looks for Killinger in the paint, and Killinger's going to get fouled trying to put a shot up.
Again, a high IQ play by Killinger there, knowing he's going to get fouled. So I believe he does trust his free throw shooting enough to where he believes he can make at least one of these at the worst.
A good night for Killinger continues. And his first free throw shot is up. He's going to hit off the rim and bounce out. Killinger's second shot. Perfect swish. Makes it a 26-14 game. Mustangs still working that full court press.
Yeah, Indiana backed off the full court press, but Plum is still keeping it.
Coots tried to handle the ball, but wasn't able to. Mustangs ball again. Franzi for three. He's going to hit off the front rim, and that's going to be Hutton with the rebound for Indiana. Now looking to take it up the court. Gives it off to Martin. He's going to look to get into the paint. He's not able to do so. Hands it off to Todd, who bumps into his own man, Todd. Or Webb, excuse me, but Webb goes into the paint and wasn't able to get a shot up. Now off to Kotvis, who passes it off to Killinger, and a really nice pass there by Kotvis, and a very nice play by Killinger to able to finish it off.
Yeah, that was almost like a perfect play there. Kind of like a bang-bang play. He was able to get him off quickly, and Killinger, I believe, was able to get the shot there.
Yeah, that's a play that's going to go on Killinger's stat line as points, but that's just a fantastic play by Adam Kotvis there, as he almost gets the steal to make back-to-back very good plays. Now Stanford Webb for Indiana, I believe, just fouled Cam Moss.
Yeah, Cam Moss has been drawing fouls in the second half more than in the first half when he was giving fouls.
Steven Hovanchik's going to check into the game for the Mustangs. Kotvis now going to take it up the court, looking to build on this Mustangs lead as they have now doubled Indiana 28-14. Hovanchik over to Moss, now into Kotvis driving. Gets his own rebound after a miss, puts it back up, and it goes in. Now on the rebound, Hovanchik with the steal. Over to Franzi. Mustangs just looking to pile on here as Kotvis passes it over to Hovanchik. He's going to drive in and float it up and sink that one too.
Great play by Hovanchik to get the steal and then get the lay in there.
The Mustangs are just overwhelming these little Indians.
Yeah, that was definitely the Hovanchik show for a little bit. He was able, like you said, got the steal and was able to put it up for a nice basket. And Mustangs are up 32-14, which is kind of a crazy start to the second half after it was a 19-12 game, outscoring Indiana, 13-2 to start.
Yeah, they have just been on go mode so far tonight in this second half.
Yeah, I think a big reason why having Cam Moss back in there with Killinger, big bodies up front, giving space for Hovanchik and Kotvis to drive into the lane.
You know, if you're Coach Lazanik for Indiana, what do you say to your guys as you're down 32-14 in the third quarter right now?
I think you got to say to him, you got to get some more shots up. I think be more aggressive in the paint and make sure you get those rebounds.
I just think they really need to focus on ball security here. They've been causing a lot of turnovers. Some, miscommunication, maybe it's a bad pass, or they just can't catch the ball. So, in order to create those opportunities, they need to keep the ball. So I think that's the main focus here, is to not cause as many turnovers.
Jake, I completely agree with you there. It's almost about making the amount of possessions each team has even. It feels like the Mustangs are having way more possessions because they're taking their possessions, going down and scoring. And then anytime Indiana gets the ball, they're just able to lose it. But now a long court pass now as Mustangs get the rebound now. A little bit of fumbling for the ball, but Favrero's going to come down with it. He's going to pass it off to Franzi. Now back out to Favero at the three-point line, over to Hovanchik. Hovanchik for three. Gets his own rebound. Now over to Franzi for three. And he's going to miss that. Indiana looking to get something going on the offensive side of the ball now.
Yeah, Indiana's got to get something going here with under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
I believe that's going to be a foul on Steven Hovanchik. Hutton with the inbound pass. He's going to give it up to Martin. Now back to Hutton. Now over to Trevor Todd, who's going to try to get into the lane and will get fouled.
Yeah, I think that's another thing Indiana has to do is draw fouls to get to the free throw line and give themselves a chance at the line since they're not getting many open looks.
Yeah, you know, like Plum, they don't attempt too many three-point shots, so definitely they're just looking to get any points any way they can here.
Trevor Todd sinks his first free throw, now making a 32-15 ball game. Trevor Todd's second shot is up, and it's going to hit the back rim and bounce out. Now Franzi gives it up to Killinger, and Killinger goes up and gets fouled.
Slaughter there with a nice pass inside to Killinger to draw that foul.
And, you know, Slaughter's not someone who's going to take too many shots, but he's a huge presence, you know, gets a lot of rebounds. He's able to move the ball well, and I think that's all Marino asks of him, you know, give it to his playmakers and give them the ability to get the ball in the first place.
Killinger misses the first free throw. Killinger's second shot is up, and he swishes it. Cam Moss is going to check into the game now as Nick Killinger goes out.
And this Mustangs team is really young. As you guys can tell, there's only one senior on the court right now.
Trevor Todd loses the ball as Franzi gets it, gives it to Ivanchik, gives it to Moss, over to Slater. His shot won't go in, but Moss gets the putback. Doesn't go in, and Moss gets it again and manages to draw a foul.
Yeah, that's something that Indiana struggled with, getting rebounds tonight, and that was a big reason why. Cam Moss, Darian Slaughter eating up the boards there.
Yeah, it looked like Moss was not all alone, but he was the only one going for a rebound for Plum, and he was able to out-rebound almost a couple of the Indiana defenders.
It just seems like the Mustangs have the three biggest guys on either team. As Cam Moss puts his first shot up, and it is good, but between Moss, Killinger, and Slaughter, I mean, I don't think Indiana has anyone that's as big as those three. So Mustangs have just really been able to dominate the boards tonight. As Moss puts his second shot up, and it's going to hit off the back rim and bounce out. Todd now taking it up for Indiana. Passes it over to Mark Collinger, who's a 5'10 freshman and a new guy tonight.
Yeah, one ref did call it to Plum, but the other ref quickly fixed it as a hit off Sean Franzi there.
Noah Hutton with the inbound. Just a little bit of confusion there, but Evan Brocious goes up for a shot for Indiana and gets fouled. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this third quarter. 34-15, your Plum Mustangs are leading it. Evan Brocious for the free throw attempt, and it goes in. Sean Franzi to inbound it now for Steven Ivanchik. After carrying down the court, gives it back to Franzi, gives it back to Ivanchik, gives it over to Slater, who tries to pass it to Cam Moss, but the ball will go out of bounds. But I believe it hit off of an Indiana player last. So the Mustangs call a timeout. I believe it will be Mustangs ball when they come back. You know, we haven't seen a lot of Austin Harita in this second half, I don't think, or at least it's been a minute since he's been in the game.
Yeah, it seems like we haven't seen him that much in the second half, Cam. You're right. It seems like Cam Moss has been playing over him a little bit more.
You know, that could be because of the score difference, but I don't know. It's still only the third quarter, so you don't really know. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with AJ, but he looks like he's fine on the sidelines.
Yeah, you know, if the game ends up being closer, I wouldn't be surprised if Herrera comes back in as soon as Indiana gets any kind of momentum, because he's a huge threat beyond the arc. So anytime you get in a deficit, you want to make sure he can shore up that lead there.
Yeah, I believe Herrera probably is the Mustangs' best three-point shooter.
And for Indiana, I think they got to continue fighting and keep putting up shots. You know, keep putting up shots to give themselves a chance.
Well, right on cue, A.J. Herrera is back in the ball game. I believe Favero was not in the ball game before that timeout either, so Favero throws it out to Franzi, over to Herrera, gives it into Moss in the paint where he does his best work and just rolls out. Nice save there by Indiana as Hutton carries it down the court. And he gives it off to Brocious, looking to drive. He gives it up to Collinger for three, and it's going to hit off the rim and bounce out. Trevor Todd put up a shot, but it rolls out too.
That looks like it'll be a foul there on Cam Moss.
You know, Indiana's putting up higher quality looks now than better looks now than they were in the first half, but I mean, quite honestly, shots just aren't falling for them.
Yeah, the Mustangs defense is playing them quick.
Another missed shot there for Indiana as Killinger comes down with the rebound, gives it up to Vanchek. Pass it up to Franzi, back to Vanchek, to Killinger in the post. A little bit of miscommunication there for the Mustangs, but no harm. With Herrera in the corner, over to Favero, now back to Vanchek. Favero looking to survey the court, get something going on offense as Herrera gets the ball now. Franzi at the top of the key, over to Vanchek in the corner. Tried to get it to Killinger in the paint, but just bounces off of his hands.
Another game note, Cam Moss just picked up his fourth foul, and he is on the bench.
It looks like we have 51.2 seconds left in the third.
Long pass there by Indiana. And not able to sink the rebound is Collinger. Or sink the layup, my apologies.
Yeah, coach for Indiana is not going to be pleased with that.
Mustangs looking to set up again now as Vanchek gets it to Favero in the corner. Now to Herrera. Back to Vanchek, who's getting double teamed now.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be jump ball. It looks like it's going to be Indiana's ball here.
Todd carried it up for Indiana. As Indiana, for what feels like the first time in a while, is able to get a shot to fall, and that was Micah Nygren. Now Killinger, he might slam it. I got my hopes up, guys.
I've seen him. He definitely has the ability to if he wants to.
I have seen Killinger throw one or two down before, so. I've never seen him do it in game, though, but, I mean, hey, what can I say? I was hoping for something magical. I mean, it's a 36-18 ball game. Take the risk. Try and give it a shot. You know what I mean?
No, I totally agree, you know, but I don't think if he missed that, I don't think Marino would have been too happy with that wide open look. So,
no, I think you're probably correct there, Jake.
You know, with 1 quarter left to play, Indiana's going to have to put up some shots more in the fourth quarter to get themselves back in this game. I would expect a lot of threes here in the fourth quarter.
No, I agree. You know, Mustangs have double the amount of points Indiana has, so, you know, they're definitely in a huge deficit, and I'm sure they're going to try to do anything they can to get out of it.
I mean, so far tonight, this is definitely, for the Mustangs at least, been the Nick Killinger show. He's put on, I mean, he's just been fun to watch.
No, I totally agree. You know, even though he's very lanky, you know, he's definitely has the biggest presence there on the court, and he's able to fight really strong and is able to at least draw the foul if he isn't able to get the layup in.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to me for the night, and Jake Bell's going to take us home.
Koffis is looking for Getlak here, trying to find anything going. Indiana playing tight coverage. Koffis tries to drive here, and it's going to get blocked by Coots from Indiana there.
Yeah, it was a big-time block there by Kuntz, who went up and got all ball there.
Paredes calling out the play here. Give to Schneider-Lochner. Going to give it back to Kotvus. Pareda looking for the three. That's just going to miss. It looks like Mustangs retain possession here as Kotvus with the floater sinks right in.
Very smooth floater there by Adam Kotvus.
Looks like they're going to give it to Brochus, almost stolen by the Mustangs. And that's going to be a foul by Getlak there. He's not sure what it was, but looks like there was a little bit of contact there. It looks like Brochus is going to get taken out. Hutton back in. And Martin's going to look for Todd here. He's going to take the ball up. Almost a carry by Todd, almost loses possession as well. But that's going to be, I believe, Mustang's ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is going to be. I kind of thought they might have called a loose ball foul on Killinger there after he ran into the Indiana player, but I guess not.
Kotvus taking the ball again here. To give to Hereda. Getlag looking for someone. He's going to give it to Killinger. They're trying to target Schneider-Lochner, but it looks like it's going to be off Indiana, so Mustangs will keep possession. Hereda's going to give it to Kotvus. Give to Getlag. Kotvus going to give it to Hereda. Killinger finds Getlag open, but wasn't able to get the pass there, so they're going to reset on offense. Koffis going to look to drive here, and it's going to be Killinger with the putback.
Killinger has been really impressive to watch tonight. He hasn't been afraid to use that 6'6" frame and just really get after it.
Looks like Webb is going to dunk it in over Killinger. Not something you're going to see often. Webb is usually their point guard, the guy who brings the ball up. He was able to dunk it over Killinger.
Wow, that was a great dunk there by Webb, who went up and over Killinger there for the dunk.
I mean, Webb's 6'2", Killinger's 6'6", and this Indiana bench, the fans there, they really can't believe it. And even some of these Mustang fans are kind of stunned that just happened. I'm pretty sure all of us up here in the booth are pretty stunned that just happened.
And not only is he going to make that highlight play, but he's going to sink the and-one free throw to make it the deficit shorter as Mustangs still lead 40-21 here.
That was the energy boost that Indiana needed.
Like Koffis is going to try to get out of this full court press here.
Don't get me wrong, dunking on somebody's pretty cool, but it is 40-21.
And Schneider-Lochner going to take the three, almost gets in, but looks like Hutton with the rebound here. He's going to take it himself. They're going to give it to Collinger. It looks like they're going to call a foul on Kotvus. And it looks like this is going to be a 1-and-1 free throw here, as it looks like Indiana is now in the bonus.
Yeah, this could be the motivation and the energy boost that Indiana needs to get back in this game, Jake.
First shot by Collinger is good. So now he will take another shot here. There's about 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead 40-22. Second shot misses, but Hereda will get the rebound. Looks like Schneider-Lochner is going to take it up here. Nice pass to Killinger. Give to Hereda, who's going to take the three. Almost goes in, but Killinger with the rebound. Give to Kotvus. Looks like Stallnaker checked into the game here. They're going to poke the ball free, but Stallnaker's going to get the loose ball here. Harita surveying the court. Give to Kotvis, who's going to try to drive here. Look for Stallnaker, was not able to haul that in.
I believe somebody in the crowd just got boinked.
Yes, it appears so, Cam, that someone got hit in the crowd there.
Everyone does appear to be okay, though, so we will play on.
So it's going to be Todd trying to make any kind of play here as he's going to get the and one layup. So Indiana finally finding some momentum here as we're late into the game.
Yeah, they're finding momentum on those fast breaks, Jake, getting the ball out in transition quickly and making sure they get right to the rack.
So this could potentially cut their deficit down to 15.
Yeah, you can even tell the energy feels a little bit different in here after that Webb dunk.
Cam Moss checks back into the game.
Shot by Todd barely misses, but Moss will get the rebound. Kotvis gets out of the press there early on. Harita looking for someone. He's going to give it to Ivanchek. Give to Moss. Back to Ivanchek. Harita's trying to get any kind of offense going. Look for Killinger. Moss is going to give it to Ivanchek. Looks like Indiana's playing tighter defense here. It looks like it hit off an Indiana player. Coots not sure if it was him or not, but it looks like Mustangs will retain possession.
Yeah, that was an errant pass there by Ivanchek there. It didn't seem like it hit off anyone.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of miscommunication, but to the luck of for the Mustangs, they're going to get the possession here. As Kotvis drives down, but it looks like they're going to call the foul on the floor, so. Oh, never. Yeah, they are going to call on the floor here as Harita takes the inbound here. Going to give it to Kotvis. They're going to poke the ball free again. Another steal by Indiana. So they're going to give it to Collinger. And now Todd's going to try to make something going. Hutton trying to get some offenses. He's going to drive in, but it's barely going to miss. Put back by Coots also doesn't go in, so Killinger will get another rebound.
Yeah, Killinger's been cleaning up the boards tonight.
And it's a block. A block by Hutton. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball anyway. So it does look like it's going to be Indiana's ball this time as Hutton takes the inbound pass here. So it looks like Trevor Todd can get anything going here. Collinger, the give to Hutton.
Yeah, Indiana has game momentum here, Jake.
Oh, I totally agree as Todd gives a nice pass to Coots. A nice defense by Killinger to keep their deficit at bay here.
Yeah, Killinger's been playing very aggressive ever since that dunk on him. He has been playing very good.
It looks like they're going to call a foul on the Mustangs. Harita can't believe it, as I believe it was Hutton who was on the ground there for Indiana. And those of you who are just tuning in, Mustangs are up 40-24, 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it looks like Todd's going to bring the ball up here. And it's going to be a loose ball, but the refs are going to call it dead here.
They call a foul there on Indiana, and for Indiana, probably a good foul because if not, that's a fast break, easy layup for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I agree. Now they get the free throw and the bonus, which, could be a lot worse, like you mentioned. You could have gotten the easy layup. It looks like Favero is going to take the 1-1 free throw here. First shot by Favero is good, so he will take another one here. shot by Favero is good. The Mustangs are now up 42-24.
Yeah, that's something the Mustangs can do to put this game away, Jake, is make those free throws.
I couldn't agree more. Todd's going to give it to Webb. And Moss is going to play him pretty heavily along with Kotvis. They're going to make him pay there.
Mustangs have the numbers.
Moss just misses that shot there, but Indiana is going to get the rebound. It's going to be Brocious to give to Webb. Almost looked to pull up. He will pull up here as the shot is up and no good. Vanchek's going to get the rebound.
Another foul on the Indians.
Yeah, Indiana does foul again, so the Mustangs are going to be on the line again here. And I think it's going to be a Vanchek who's going to be taking the shots.
Yeah, Indiana right now down by 18's got to start fouling and hope that they Mustangs miss some free throws here. As there's only 2:36 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Shot by Vanchek is good.
Yeah, and if the Mustangs can just keep sinking these free throws, this game is all but over.
Second shot by Vanchek is also good. So again, Mustangs convert on both free throws as they extend the lead to 20. Grosh's going to give it to Collinger. Collinger to Todd. And that's going to be a steal by Favero. He's going to drive down the court here. A nice little move. But that will be blocked, but Killinger again with the offensive rebound and the putback.
Killinger has been eating up the boards tonight for the Mustangs. He has been getting every rebound that has come on the offensive or defensive side of the ball.
You know, I know this isn't something we keep track of, but I'd be very curious to what Nick Killinger's rebounds are like tonight, because I'd have to think he's at least in the double digits.
Yeah, he's got to be in the double digits, Cam. You're right. He has been on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Has been doing a great job.
He's just been a monster in the paint so far tonight, and Indiana really hasn't had an answer.
Yeah, you know, this is definitely a much-needed timeout, especially for Indiana. I don't know if they're the ones who called it, but this is definitely a much-needed timeout. It looks like they lost a little bit of the momentum they had. And there's going to be 15 seconds left in this timeout. It looks like we're going to see some new faces for Indiana. Number 11, Kyle Bajwe, I believe, is how you pronounce his last name. I could be dead wrong, but Owen Clifford will also check in.
And for Plum, Max Grace checks in, Andrew Thompson checks in, and Sean Richardson.
And also Michael Lubold for Indiana checks in. So we're seeing a lot of new faces all around here.
You know, I'm guessing both coaches have decided this game's probably over with just under 2 minutes left to go, and the Mustangs holding a 22-point lead.
And Webb is barely going to miss that layup there, but he will get fouled.
You know, Webb's a good ball player for Indiana. I've been pretty impressed with him so far tonight.
Yeah, he has the skills of a point guard and can get up like we saw in that dunk there.
The first shot by Webb is no good. But, you know, if I'm one of these guys here who's just getting checked in for the first time, I'm doing whatever I can to prove that I need more minutes, you know. Even though this is garbage time, you know, this is definitely time to prove yourself as the second shot by Webb goes in.
Yeah, this is the time to prove yourself as a solid option for Marino.
Looks like Franzi running the offense for the first time tonight. Gonna give it back to Franzi. He's trying to give it to Grice, but couldn't. Nice pass to Richardson. The pass to Stallnaker to Thomas. Now Richardson looking to get anything going. Grice is going to give it to Franzi. He's going to give it to Thomas. Richardson for the three is not going to go in. And it looks like Kyle Bajwa is He's going to give it to Collinger. Now Webb looking to get anything going here. Looks like that's Lubold.
Some hard contact down there in the paint.
Yeah, it looked like Stoneacre wanted to go for the charge there. It looks like it's going to be called on Stoneacre there for the blocking foul.
Yeah, you know, that call could go either way. You know, you're going to either get a charge or you're going to get a blocking foul. It's just, I guess, whatever the ref decides he wants to call or what looks the most like it's the foul on either person. So it will be Michael Lubold taking the free throw shots here. There's 50.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs up 46-25. Shot by Lubold is good. Friendly bounce off the rim there. It looks like Darian Slaughter is going to come in for Max Grice. Second shot by Lubold is good, so he's going to make both his free throws.
No, Lubold might have some of the most interesting free throw form I've seen in a long time here, but goes 2 for 2, so obviously if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say.
Yeah, everyone has their, you know, unique, I guess, not method, but routine to going about things, and I guess that's his routine to making free throws.
Yeah, it gets very low down to the court, and then almost does an entire squat, but, I mean, like I said, went 2 for 2, so the shot works, so there's no reason to change it.
It looks like they wanted to call backcourt violation.
But the ref on the far side of the court looks to have said the ball was tipped, which means it's going to be Mustangs' ball.
Yeah, both refs with opposite opinions there.
And that's a good thing, you know. You want to get that call right. And if the ref sees something that he knows is right, it's a good thing that they can at least make the call there.
As time winds down here, the Mustangs are going to get a victory.
Yeah, you know, this was definitely a dominant victory. Like a little bit in the first half, it looked pretty close, but once the second half started rolling, you could tell which team made their halftime adjustments, and that was definitely the Mustangs there as they win 46-27. We all expected this to be a closer game, you know. Both teams definitely struggled a little bit, but had, you know, similar wins, and the Mustangs just proved that they are the better team and they're a lot better than their record as they have that dominant victory. So before we end the broadcast, what do you guys think? How do you guys think the Mustangs have performed today?
I think this was a very impressive showing by the Mustangs, showing that despite them being winless in section before this, they're definitely a better team than that shows. And just to go over a couple of guys' performances tonight, Austin Harita had 7 points with a couple of big three-pointers. Adam Kotvist was very solid defensively all night and finished with 8 points. Cam Moss, who wasn't as big of an impact as we were expecting him to be, got in a little bit of foul trouble tonight, only finished with 4 points. But despite that, the Mustangs were still able to come out with a victory, which is very good to see whenever one of your star players isn't able to do what you want him to do. Mustangs, everyone still able to come together. Mustangs still able to pull out a victory. And then I just don't think it can be overstated how very impressive Nick Killinger was tonight. He finished with 21 points. And although we don't have an official stat for how many rebounds that he had, it felt like he had at least 1,000. So, I mean, he was fun to watch tonight. He really used his size to his advantage. And I'd say he was probably the biggest key for the Mustangs' victory here tonight.
Yeah, Cam, Killinger played very well tonight, and I think the Mustangs owned the boards tonight, as you said with the rebounds by Killinger. The Mustangs just controlled time possession the entire game, and starting out in the second half, it was 19-12, and all of a sudden it was 34-14. So it was a big-time adjustment in the second half by the Mustangs to pull ahead.
Yeah, you know, I definitely agree with both of you guys. You know, this is definitely a statement win for the Mustangs, to say the least. You know, conference play, you know, just starting to get rolling, and Mustangs showed why they believe they're one of the better teams in the conference. So definitely a big win for the Mustangs, definitely a momentum changer. And before we end, do you guys have anything else to add?
I think the Mustangs, with this win here, puts them back in a firm spot in conference play, Jake.
I agree with you, Justino. And as we say goodbye for the night, it is a 46-27 Mustangs victory. Good night, everybody.